Okay, here we go. Still learning this live stream setup here. So the good news is, let's see, let me check our network here, make sure we're good with the network. It's the most important thing, making sure I don't have any uploads going here while we're doing this live show. I'm about to come to the studio set. This should be a perfect show because I've got all the congestion out here. Welcome aboard, everyone. This is beyond a test. So I've spent so much time, so much energy. You know, your feedback, everything that you've shared with me. I'm looking at my production monitor on the wall there where I can see the preview and the production view. I'm using my iPhone to read your chat. So this is a little bit different. And I know the intro of this show, when I cut from the intro clip into the main clip, I encountered some issues, and that's stuff that I'm just having to learn this product. This product is super cool. The audio, looking at the audio out of the corner of my eye, it should be, audio should be good. I hope it's good. Hope the video's good. Obviously, if you discover that things aren't good, let me know and I can adjust the master settings, because there's a lot going on here concurrently. I'm broadcasting at about 9.21 megabits per second. So hopefully this will be able to maintain that. You should see this in 1080p 60 frames per second. So as far as a major step forward is concerned, this is a huge step forward from where I was previously. And I know I keep looking over there. I'm just making sure we're good as we segue into the meat and potatoes of this live show. Let me also make sure I don't have anything running. I walked over here to my studio monitor offset, making sure I don't have anything over here that's going wonky. So I do have the caching, C-A-C-H-E, caching is being observed. And it's not at a critical state right now, but it is increasing. So should this briefly stutter, what I'll do is bump it down from the highest quality setting to the medium, which still should be far superior to what I was broadcasting in the past. So let's see. I can see your comments here on the on my iPhone. And again, this is the first time that I've thoroughly used this. Now I don't have the transitions and everything figured out perfectly yet, and that's an opportunity to learn. I got a comment here. Eat more possum. Your stream is buffering. Thank you. Audio is good, but your stream is buffering. Let me fix the buffering, guys. I will be. This is just a very brief disconnect as I fix the buffering here. Thank you. Eat more possum. That is super important. Let me fix this for us, and I'm just gonna have to. Okay, now we should be good. So what I've discovered, and thank you all for bearing with me here, and thank you for letting me know I was buffering. So I shouldn't be buffering now because I'm looking at it, and now we're doing about 7 megabits per second upstream. What I was doing previously was the maximum quality, which was hovering around 9 megabits per second upstream. So that should have this fixed. I don't have anything uploading. You know what's curious though, what's piqued my curiosity rather, the first time that I tested this ATEM Mini Pro right out of the box, I was using the maximum quality, and I must have gotten lucky when I did that and didn't have any congestion in the area, because I was getting maximum quality without any buffering. So now I'm at medium quality. So Are you experiencing any buffering? And is the medium quality, does it look good? I mean, is this video quality good enough? Is this audio quality good enough? I mean, I know it's not the maximum quality setting, and the only reason I had to bump down is because my internet connection is not that fast. I'm on about a 50 meg down, and on a good day, 7 or 8 up. So, right now with these settings, looking out of the corner of my eye over there, this medium setting is going about 6.97, 7.16. The previous was going 9. So it seems like if I go anything over 8 megabits per second upstream, that's unfortunately currently too much for my internet connection to handle. But I don't want to change internet providers because I haggled like a dog and I got a good, an extremely good grandfathered rate. So, I don't want to switch to another provider just for faster internet and get out of my grandfathered deal, because what I'm hoping, I remain optimistic that my current provider will hopefully upgrade their bandwidth. And if they do that, hopefully I'll still be grandfathered. Something I wish YouTube would do, I'm in the YouTube app, I'm in the YouTube Studio app right now, but I've got to go into the YouTube app to read your comments. I wish that, like on the desktop, because you notice I don't have my laptop in front of me for this. It's over there in the studio because I'm running several things concurrently. Actually, this green screen test that I'm doing, whereas during a previous test, I was powering the green screen by a monitor out on my laptop, which worked well. But that meant that I had to have my laptop in front of me. Now, I like having my laptop in front of me to read to be able to read your comments and all of that. That's super nice. But the convenience of having just popping out in my case, a smartphone, I could use a tablet if I wanted to. The other thing I want to do, and I don't know if anybody here is interested in joining as a guest, but what I've created is using this new setup that I'm using, this much more professional live streaming setup, I found a solution for bringing in guests face on video. So if you got a phone with a camera, which most people do, you can join in. Join in and face on video. So that's something I want to do, and I think I've got that set up. SoCal Drone says both audio and video is fine. You really don't need to be 4K. The 1080p 60 HD is decent resolution. Still have occasional quick buffer though. Yeah, I still need a faster internet connection, but again, with any sort of service provider, whether it's internet or television or whatever, and I ditched television a few years ago, but once you haggle like a dog, and if you ever achieve a grandfathered rate, you don't want to step away from that. So, I'm willing to deal. To your point, you don't need 4K. 1080p 60 is fine. So if you think this is good, SoCal Drone, you've been on the channel for a long time, and if it's good enough for you, it is definitely good enough for me. So I appreciate the feedback. The audio, I hope the audio is good. Okay, I'm a bit green on the. Okay, let me. Thank you. Let me try to adjust that real quickly. So the greenness, and I'm going over here to my control computer. I think I know where to go to fix the greenness. There's a setting, and it's called. Let's see, is it foreground or? Let's see here. I think it's flare suppression. Oh yeah, that's let's see what this does. And it may not have been the flare suppression. So what I just adjusted was the flare suppression. Do I still look green, or am I less green? Or is it, and see that bar down there that popped up? I've got to fix that, because that's my, that's when I do the loop of the video. So I've got to figure out how to hide that. I mean, this is great tech, man, but it's just going to take a little bit of debugging. What I love about this device is that the previous solution I was using, which worked well, but it really taxed your system resources. And I mean, even with an i9 computer with 32 gigs of RAM, you know, Wirecast was, I wasn't able to achieve the, you know, the streaming quality that I get with this. And this has built-in caching. And, you know, most importantly, this device is a standalone device, so all the chroma key and everything you're seeing is being powered by this device, the ATEM Mini Pro. So, you know, this is a far superior solution. I've just got to, there's a few things I got to figure out. Number one, like you were saying, I've got a greenish hue. I've got to read the ATEM Mini Pro documentation and figure out which sliders. I know there's sliders in there to do that. What I also want to figure out is how to, and I keep looking over there at my monitor, something else I want to do is put a monitor here on my desk. And actually, I've got that right in front of me. It's the little Shinobi. So I can actually put that on my desk, and then when I'm tweaking, I can tweak these settings. In a perfect world, once I get the settings set correctly for my environment, I shouldn't have to worry about chroma key settings and all of that during a live show. You know, that should just be something that's already set up and working perfectly. SoCal Drone says, less green, a little bit of green hairy arms and top of your shoulders, better but still noticeable. Cool, man. Yeah, I've got to, let me see here. Let me pull open, I'm going to step off the camera. I know this is weird. I'm going to step off the camera here to pull open this dock and check this setting here. Let's see. Here we go. I'm off the camera in front of the studio computer here. Let's see what we get with this. Eat More Possum says, did you design your shirt? The logo looks embroidered. Yeah, actually it is an embroidered logo, and I'll have to share with everyone who designed that, because I think they did a really good job with that. Okay, now what did I do? Just lose the chroma key? The green screen? How did that happen? Wait a minute. That's weird. I just lost the that's very weird. So what just happened there? Okay, sorry. I mean, you know, this is a work in progress. Wow, this is weird. So now there's that. Fill source is camera 1. Oh, downstream keyer is... Okay, we're figuring this out here as we go. It's like my chroma key just temporarily went away there. Let's see. About to fix it. Okay, there we go. It's back. Okay, that is that is super strange, man. So I temporarily lost my chroma key, and yeah, this embroidered shirt, this Epic Drone Show shirt, And actually, you can check out my website and you can find my t-shirts. I don't have the embroidered shirts available. See, now it lost the key. That's weird. Let's see what's going on here. Something went wonky, man. That shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, this stuff is pretty complex when you think about it. So here's Luma and then here's Chroma right here. Let's see, let me set. Brad, welcome aboard, man. I'm off the set for a second, Brad. I'm doing, everybody's helping me out here. I'm trying to troubleshoot this, this green screen thing, man. It's driving me crazy. It is absolutely driving me crazy. Let's see, here we go. See, it's like it's not, Welcome aboard, Fly Right. Welcome aboard. SoCal says 1440p on his end. Oh, and Brad, I've got a new solution to bring in live guests, and I want to test that as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this laptop off of my corner desk here, and we're going to take it over there on set. So bear with me. I'm going to bring the laptop over here so I can troubleshoot on camera and make this work right. We're going to do a proper live show too. This is just part of it, man. Trying to get through all of this stuff here. Let's see. Got to eject my hard drives before I do. Let's see. I'm going to eject. Yeah, you never just pull your never just pull your hard drives out. That's bad for them. We're going to do this, and we're going to turn off the, let's see, I'm going to eject the eGPU, and I'm coming over there with y'all. Okay, now the green screen's coming back. So something was going wonky with that. And I know it doesn't, the color's not right, and that's what we're going to fix here. Let's see. Okay, coming over with the laptop now. We'll get all this figured out here. Okay, so I got the laptop. And again, the stream is not going through the laptop. Stream's going through the ATEM Mini Pro. Okay, so I've got the laptop plugged in. Now, SoCal Drone says I switched over to the 1080p 60. Good resolution here. Very cool. Let's see. Okay, let me adjust this setting here. I want to get this green screen looking good again. I'm going to exit out of the ATEM control software, and I'm going to go back into it. See, that's the cool thing. I exited out of the ATEM control, and it didn't disconnect me. Huh. This is bizarre. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to bring the chroma sample back up here. And I've got the preview. Reduce the size of that. So I'm selecting a part of the green screen. Y'all can't see this part. There we go. Okay, now that's back. Now y'all should be able to see me fine on the green screen. Fly Right says, you always do a stellar job, glitches or not. Appreciate it, man. And my goal is to make this, you know, the biggest reason for going with this professional broadcast or professional live streaming solution is to you know, to eliminate the technical glitches. The challenge right now is just learning how to use all of the buttons here, because all of this stuff has to come together in real time. I've got to know what to press when. But the beauty of it is, being off of the laptop, it doesn't have, you know, I'm not killing my system resources. So what I'd like to do, and I haven't been able to do yet, is put my what's called the lower third, which is my IrixGuy's Adventure Channel logo. I want to get that at the bottom. And see, I can flash that up. Let's see what happens here if I do. See, it replaces the background. So I've got the background is an Apple TV, and it's playing a video that I filmed on Pinnell Island. But what I want to do is put I want that to overlay me. But as it sits now, that's going to the background, or I get the backdrop. So I don't, it's like I've got the background layer and I've got me in the front, but there's got to be something simple here. See, I want to get that, what's called the lower third, the branding at the bottom. I want that to appear in front of me. See there, it's behind me, and it's replacing the full motion backdrop, which is that. And see, I can do a background color. Actually, that's a good one to test with there, because you can see some inconsistencies in the green screen there. So actually, if I go to preview, let's see, if I go to preview, I ought to be able to see the chroma sample here. Let's see, I think we're on to something. So I do the chroma sample. And they say usually to use the darkest part of the green screen for the chroma key sample. So I'm actually going to even go a little bit larger with that. And now we're going to go back to chroma key. Let's see, we're going to go back to chroma key here. And that's because my video stopped playing. So now we're back with the chroma key. So the chroma key should look better now. Yeah, this is a challenging setup, and I don't understand why I can't get the what's called the lower third in front of me. Okay, wait. I may have just figured something out here. Let's see. May have just figured something out. Oh, wee. Now, let me take a photo of my settings. One thing you'll learn about troubleshooting, especially any sort of technological troubleshooting, is whenever you poke around and try to figure something out, once you figure it out, you often forget. So what I'm going to do is actually just, I'm not even going to take a camera phone photo of it. I'm just going to snap a photo here. So I snapped a photo, or a screenshot rather, of the settings. So I'm going to post a lot of tutorials. I know not everybody live streams, but you know, it's like any new piece of tech, whether it's a drone, whether it's a camera, a computer, you know, anything. You know, any new piece of tech that you can just get and play around with. And in this setting, this is going to be a great tutorial, because what I'm going to share is how to do the chroma key background, because that's obviously using a green wall, and it's superimposing, or I should say it's cutting out the green wall, and it's playing this video clip. So this is, I mean, this is not simplistic stuff. So the video clip is coming from the Apple TV, which I've got plugged into camera 4. There's 4 HDMI inputs on this device. So HDMI 4 is receiving the video that I filmed in the background of Pinnell Island. The IrixGuy's live show, that's a PNG file that I designed, transparent background image, and the yeah, great question. The green. Let me see if I can adjust the green now. I'm going into yeah. So I made the program view full screen. Where? Oh, okay. I think I see it. Are you seeing it on this shoulder pretty pronounced? The green. I'm gonna sit awkwardly, very still, because what I'm doing, I'm loading the. I got a little how-to PDF from Blackmagic, and I'm going to see, they had mentioned a setting here. Let's see. It was saying how to remove some of the green. There's actual a little slider you can use in here. Okay, here we go. Fine-tuning your key using key adjustments. And I'm reading this from Blackmagic Design. They're the company that created this. It says, once you have achieved good chroma key sample, most of your green screen, blah, blah, blah. Color spill and flare, light bouncing off of a green screen can create a green edge to foreground elements, which I would be the foreground element because I'm in front of the green wall, as well as a general tint to the foreground or fill image. This is called color fill or flare. The chroma correction setting lets you improve the areas of the foreground that are affected. Okay, so there's a spill slider. Adjust spill slider to remove colored tint from the edges of foreground. I think it's spill that I want to do. So let's see how this looks, y'all. SoCal Drone says, is there a threshold setting in your chroma key? I think this may be it. There's a few other settings. So I'm looking at the program view, which is what y'all should be seeing, and I'm going to do the spill. Okay, I slid the spill from 0% to 100%. Has that fixed the green, or do you still see the green? There's other settings I can do too, so that's just the spill setting. Yep, so I adjusted the spill setting. And there's also a flare suppression. Flare suppression removes overall green tint across all foreground elements. So let me try the flare. When your background ends the loop, we can see its time bar when it restarts. And yes, shoulders, both shoulders and forearms. Yeah, and the loop, I've got to fix that. That's a thing with the media player for my Apple TV. Let me do the flare suppression. There we go. Okay, that looks really wonky. So that's 100% flare suppression. And now I'm just going to go down here. Okay, so I went from 0%, that's at 33.5 while I'm speaking right now. Now I'm going to go back to 0. So that is 0. Let me do this. Let me take the spill back to 0. I don't think it's that. I think it's just flare suppression. So, okay, so I'm at 100% right now. And now, at least for my program view, the real-time view, I'm seeing the, now I look purple. And then SoCal Drone says, are your Godoxes too bright? That's a possibility too. I can adjust, before I adjust the brightness of those, because I've got everything color matched and brightness matched, which, you know, the green screen lights, they may need to be a little bit dimmer. I bet you're right. Let me go down. Now I'm adjusting. So now I've got what's called flare suppression at 24.7%. It was at 0 previously. So do you still see the green edges? Or if you do see them, are they as pronounced as they were previously? See, I'm looking over there at the monitor. Okay, much better. Thank you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot these settings. Always good to keep screenshots of this stuff, because I don't know. I do know that the ATEM Mini, which is a streaming device that I use, ATEM Mini Pro, that it doesn't, it won't save all the settings. So it's important that as I change these, Shift Control 3, oh, Command Shift 3, I'm sorry. Got to do a screenshot on a Mac here. Okay, so that's going to have a screenshot for me. Okay, good. So I got those settings. The stream itself, what I can say is that what I've been able to achieve during this stream after adjusting the settings. So, you know, figured out that for my current network connection, that the highest setting that the ATEM Mini Pro offers is just not consistent. This, in the medium setting, so far has been consistent, and I'm double checking here. I don't think I have any buffering. Actually, well, I don't think y'all are seeing buffering. Hopefully you're not. It is at 65% buffer utilization though, so there was at least a brief period of network congestion. So again, you know, I do have grandfathered internet, so I'm trying to keep my stuff on the cheap. So you know, I'm hoping that this medium setting will be strong. Haven't lost the green screen. The lower third, you know, the graphic down at the bottom says IrixGuy's live show. That's staying up, which is good. Brad, great question. Brad, and again, no pressure. Would you want to try to dial into this face on video and see if that works? I can send you a link. I mean, we don't have to do a long-winded live show or anything, but if you want to try it, we can try the live show piece. I've got a new tool. I don't use the Wirecast Rendezvous. I actually use a tool called it's called Uber Conference. So it'd be an Uber conference, and I'd send you a link to that. SoCal Drone says, not now, you look fine. There might be a delay with you reading me. Yeah, that's another thing. And something else I want to tweak is the audio delay. There's actually audio timers on this that I can adjust. Brad's talking about thoughts on Mavic 3 rumors. Actually, a ton of rumors out there, and some rumors even suggesting that the Mavic 3 may appear as soon as you know, September of 2020. so that would be phenomenal. Let's see. We're going to try. Okay, now that this seems to be perfected, I'm going to step out of the green screen, and I'm going to grab a cable that'll turn this into a monitor. So now I've got a monitor off of my laptop. True Gamer Squad, welcome aboard, man. Oh, now everything went to my, let's see here. I'll pop open my ATEM Mini Pro. Ah, crap. Let's see, let me disconnect it. This is the challenging part about this. When you do, let's see, this is camera 3. Okay, output camera 3. What I've got to do is do a, I got to plug in my monitor so I can pull open this join live component. Let's see what happens here. It's not on monitor 3, that's weird. Oh, there we go, camera 2. Okay. Okay, so I'm bringing this over. And now I'm going to bring over y'all in the chat here. I appreciate y'all's patience. I mean, this is just, you know, I'm learning as I go with this thing. And it's a very, very cool tool. It's just, I've got to get everything perfected. True Gamer Squad says, hey, what is your content about? Man, I got everything. I got travel, I got tutorial, I've got drone, I've got ATEM Mini Pro, which is the device I'm using right now. This is more of a, you know, more of a, I'm working to improve my live streaming tech. So that's what I'm using right now is an ATEM Mini Pro, which is it's basically like having a small television type network. I mean, as weird as that sounds, man, it's kind of what it is, and I'm trying to teach myself broadcasting, live broadcasting here. So yeah, this channel's about everything, man. I mean, it's just, you know, it's just a learning opportunity. It's mostly it's just to have fun. You know, I do these live shows because I love, you know, interacting with the audience, and you know, everybody's asking questions, and you know, that prompts opportunities to create videos. We do live guests on the show. Andrea, I owe Andrea a sound of the super chat. Hold on one second here. Let me get the sound of the super chat. So, if you're new to the live show, and I think True Gamer Squad, I think you may be, and welcome aboard. You know, nothing wrong with being new. There's this thing in my hand right here, and you were asking what is this channel about? Well, this channel is about everything. And Andrea that just joined, she happens to be one of the top super chatters. So anytime there's a super chat on this channel, the sound of the super chat, which is in my hand. And I was doing a walking show the other day, so I didn't have my didgeridoo with me. So this is to celebrate Andrea's super chat from the other day. I'm going to do another one too. True Gamer Squad says, do something interesting. Don't buy subs. Give to viewers for what they should watch your video and stay till the end. Yeah, dude, definitely don't buy subs. I know, and I don't know, but you know, it's easy to spot a lot of channels that have, and that's a recipe for disaster. You know, one thing on my channel that I've remained very strict about since day one is not buying subs. You know, even if it's a situation where, you know, they insert language, it makes it sound like, oh, it's okay. It's actually not. You know, for YouTube, all of your subscribers need to be organic. Now, granted, you know, YouTube does offer some tools such as video for AdWords, and you know, you can choose to pay, and you can choose to pay to promote some of your posts through YouTube, through video for AdWords, and that's perfectly permissible. And actually, I've done that for a few videos, and it was, you know, the ROI, the return on investment, was actually quite good. But you know, something that I will never do, and I encourage everyone else to never do, is to, you know, fall victim of any of these buy subscribers, this, that, and the other. It's not good. You know, everything should be organic. And, you know, even those paid video for AdWord campaigns through Google, you're still bringing in people organically because they're seeing the stuff and they're like, man, that's cool. You know, I like that. And you're making people aware of your channel. So, you know, that's super important. Top Gamer Squad says, what do you do for a living? Well, I run this channel, IrixGuy's Adventure Channel, youtube.com/IrixGuy, where you're watching this. So if you haven't subscribed, be sure to do so and ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Also run several companies, most of which are social media related. So if you ever need social media consulting services, I am available for hire. So, keep that in mind. That's one of my many business ventures. Obviously, I do a lot with drones. I am a Part 107 certified drone pilot. So, I do a little bit of everything. So, I'm one of these that, it's easy in a world where, unless you're in a profession such as, as a medical profession or a legal profession like a lawyer, those types of roles where you're pretty, where you have a somewhat high degree of confidence that your profession will likely continue to exist. Unless you're in something like that, it's always good to have multiple concurrent career pursuits. That way, if one is doing really well, that's fine and dandy. If one of them's a laggard, but it's still okay, well, that helps out. But it's putting it all together and the combined value of all the pursuits that creates the greatest reward. And it's not all about money, it's about freedom. And that's the thing I tell everybody, it's not like a quest to make more money. It's a quest to create more and more freedom and to be able to experience things and not have to say, well, how much does that cost? You shouldn't, I think the ultimate goal for any individual in life is to be able to create freedom. And unfortunately, freedom in this existence as we all know it is heavily linked to day-to-day cost of living. So, if you can come up with ways to lessen that burden or actually just make that burden go away, and I haven't hit that point yet, I wish I was there, but that's the goal, is to get there to where that burden is completely gone. And it's just a matter of, well, now, once one achieves that milestone, one can truly enjoy life because they don't have anything to worry about. Well, they don't have anything to worry about. They shouldn't just say, oh, well, I've done it, I'm going to quit. You can't quit. But, once you hit a certain level of success, you should be able to not scale back as in become lazy, but you should be able to scale back to some degree some of the ventures and scale up the niceties, the things that you enjoy doing, vacations, eating better cuisine, that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's what this channel's about, man. And in True Gamer Squad, it's super good to have you here. Actually, from your hashtag, it sounds like from your screen name rather, it sounds like you may play a lot of video games, and that's funny. I used to do that a lot in the past, and now it's become a big business. And that was before, before my time. It was a gaming experience. I played EverQuest when EverQuest first came out, massively multiplayer online role-playing games. So, it's True Gamer Squad says, any tips to be extrovert? So extrovert, for anybody that's not familiar with the term, extrovert or extroverted basically just means outgoing, having an outgoing personality. So, the problem that plagues a lot of people, especially a lot of people within the technological realm, the problem that plagues a lot of people is that they tend to be very curious people. They like to research stuff. They like a quiet room. They like to sit down and debug and figure it out and have that swelling of pride when they solve something that most people, at least in their mind rather, likely would be unable to solve. It gives that person a swelling of pride. So it's one of those things. To be an extrovert, there's several ways to do it, and it's particularly challenging for people that possess let's just call it the computer mentality or the computer geek mentality, because again, typically those people are very to themselves and they don't want to be extroverted. The best way to become an extrovert, and I'll just tell you how it is, one of the best motivators out there in this world is money. And if you can entice someone, whether they're an introvert or an extrovert, if you can entice someone with the possibility of of obtaining more money, money is often the best motivator. And I was never the most outgoing dude. I mean, I grew up computer nerd. I was building 286, 386 computers back before they had the internet. I was running a multi-node electronic bulletin board service before the internet existed, before CompuServe, AOL, Prodigy, before those existed, and well before your broadband or your local ISPs existed. So that's, becoming an extrovert was just, it's the need, the personal need to just be able to chill, create a life of pleasure versus just being an 8-to-5er or whatever, creating something better, and being able to create it for yourself, and that's what enabled me to become extroverted, and that's why I studied. I didn't study information technology in college. I studied public speaking. I mean, what the heck? So stupid. But, that was a good experience. And the Gamer Squad, you're asking me about two things. You're asking me about politics. I don't talk politics on this channel, man, because either of those topics, and no offense, but both of those questions you just asked, they're political, man. If we get into that, the whole show goes to pot, and it's not worth it. The reality is that most people online, especially YouTube, most people are utilizing YouTube as a free way to be able to unwind, to be able to escape from the fake news that surrounds us all, and to just be able to relax. And that's the beauty of YouTube, is being able to get whether you're hosting a show or whether you're just watching a show, or maybe you're not even doing the live streaming thing. Maybe you're just creating videos and sharing videos with others, and replying to your viewers, your subscribers' comments. Whatever you choose to do, that's the beauty of YouTube, and that's why with YouTube, and since day one, and again, I'm still a small channel in comparison to a lot. I'm not quite to 75,000 subscribers, and I'm not quite to 54 million video views. So I've got a lot of room for growth. The immediate milestone is 100,000 subscribers, because at 100,000 subscribers, I should be able to get, unless they've done away with it, the the silver play button from YouTube. Just a trophy to put on the wall. I mean, how cool is that to have a trophy in the studio? That's super cool. Now, let's see, what else? And for everybody out there, if you choose to super chat, I will do the sound of the super chat. The sound of the super chat. There we go. So what else we got? Drone questions, drone comments. How's the stream quality? Is this holding up? I did have to shift it to medium from high because of the the bandwidth situation. But I'm thinking if you've been on my older live shows here, I'm hoping that you're finding this to be a superior video and audio solution, and I'm looking forward to bringing some of y'all in as live guests. If you want to be a live guest on the show, just shoot me a message, because I've got a component that should allow me to do the live guest. I keep looking out of the corner of my eye. I've got my studio monitor over there. Flylight Drone says, yes. Are you Part 107 certified? Yes. And I have been since the early days. So it's, and again, most of what I do is hobbyist stuff, but it's great to be able to have the certification to get commercial gigs. I mean, you got to make money, True Gamer says, actually, I'm an editor and graphics designer. At the age of 8, I just started doing that, and now I am 14, just like to do it and earn $100 per week making posters and designing something for companies. Dude, start young. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Make that skrilla. Make that money. That's awesome. See, I didn't, when I was little, I didn't have those opportunities. All I had was a lawnmower and grass. So because I was, I'm old. I'm an old dude, so the internet didn't exist. So, I had to find other ways to make money. And then the internet came out, and I'm like, yep, this is going to be my honey hole. So, that's when I became obsessed. Actually, I would say the internet, and I know a lot of people that made multiple $1 million from the internet, but I think that social media is actually going to be a more profitable tool for entrepreneurs than the internet was. And obviously the social media would not exist had it not been for the internet. Andrea says, yes, you will get there. What's the drink for tonight? Tonight, let's see, what is this? It's just a Canadian whiskey and a little bit of Coke. So it's, I just wanted a little something. I had a headache, and I'm hoping it's not a, I hope I don't have a headache from whatever's going around. But, I'm one of these. I always feel that, if, maybe this, and it probably won't, but if I did have something that was going around, maybe this will kill it in my throat or something. Who knows? Never hurts to be optimistic, huh? So Brad says, yeah. Brad, do you want to try to dial into the live stream if I send you a link, or is this evening a good time for you, or because I've got a tool that I think should work. Andrea says everything is good on this end, and Andrea is talking to others in the channel. Do I have any sort of greenish color, or is the green screen pretty good? Do I have like green tint on my arms or my shoulders or my hair, or is it somewhat convincing? Still a little green on the top of the shoulders. Let me adjust this. Let's see if Jimmy, let me adjust this and see if the greenness goes away on my shoulders. So I'm at 24.7 right now for reference. Flare suppression. And I'm going to go to, okay, that went too far because now the color changed. Let's see. I'm looking at my field monitor over there. Let's see. So I'm going to go to, see, when I go there, it gets really wonky. That's 100%. It's got almost a purplish. Okay, so now I'm at 48. So flare suppression being at 48, does that look better? Or do I kind of have a purplish color now? See, I don't know how color accurate my TV is, but I may be a little bit purple. And Jimmy, do I still have green on my shoulders? Or did that go away? Brad says, I feel so much more comfortable flying knowing I have my Part 107 just in case police are ever called. It sounds and seems more professional. Yeah, I mean, just from a perception perspective, having that FAA-issued license that, you had to pass a test and obtain is a really cool thing. That's it is nice, and that, again, that's another perk of having it. I'm going down a little bit here well, now I'm back at 27. So I go down to 0, it's really green. That's why I need to put that in my thing here. What's incredible, though, all of this keying is being done by this device. True Gamer Squad says, fun fact, I can't do Super Chat because in my region couldn't do Super Chat because YouTube isn't very strong here, nor could I make membership or receive anything from Super Chat or membership. True Gamer Squad says, I am not a millionaire, but he makes more than his dad. Flyrite Jones says, I'm a hobbyist. I can't justify paying $150 every 2 years. Yeah, if you're a hobbyist, man, just get the hobbyist license. Steve Bunyan says, can't get my camera settings right on my Mavic Air 2. What are the camera? Now, are you talking about for still photos or for video? Because that's going to make a difference. I'm impressed that lower third actually came up. Lower third, talking about the graphic on the bottom, that was a pain to get figured out. Let's see here. Yeah, tell me about your camera settings. Shirt is purple. Okay, shirt is purple. Let me tone this down here. Okay, now the shirt should not be purple. I've got flare suppression at 5.1% now. And I see that green on my shoulders. Let me see if it's a spill. Okay, now is the green on the shoulders still there? I just adjusted spill. I slid spill from 0 to 100. Brad says, I can in a few, like 15 minutes. How about joining the show? True Gamer says, looks good, but looks kind of pinky purple. How about now? Brad, I'm going to toss you a... I'm going to toss you a link to this, and we'll see if this works. Let's see. You said you can do it in about 15 minutes. I'm going to set it for 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Let's see. And let's see, I'm going to add your email address in here, which I want to announce, obviously. I was trying to find... Brad, toss me an updated email if you don't mind. I haven't deleted emails, but I switched my device, and for some reason you're not popping up in there. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stick with these settings in. So let me discard. I had a screenshot of the previous settings, and I want to do away with that. And see, that's the good thing about these lights that I got, these Godox, they're called Godox lights, is that with them, I can have, I've got consistent lighting. So I know the next time when I fire things up, it should be able to use the same settings because I'm keeping everything consistent. You know, I'm not moving the lights around, I'm not moving the camera around. So... But yeah, I mean, this thing just smokes what I was using previously. True Gamer Squad says it looks perfect. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. That's what I want to hear. And actually, I'm going to shoot a camera phone photo of my settings. So these settings, in case anyone's curious, I've got spill at 100 and flare suppression at 5.1%. Boom. Okay, I've got that. Good deal. And see, I can change. There I go. There's a black background, so that'll give you a good. Aha! I got a hot spot. See that on the black background? Okay. And I've still got a spot there. That's actually a really good idea, switching this to a solid black. And then I'm able to see there's an imperfection right there. See, my hand right now is good, and now I'm starting to get into that hot spot. Just like y'all said, there's probably a light that's too hot. Y'all said that in the beginning. Okay, Brad, it's on its way, man. I'm going to shoot you this. And this, again, everybody in the audience, be forewarned, this is the first time that I've tested this integration of live guest into show. So I'm sending the invitation to Brad right now. Let's see, here we go. So I'm adding you to that, and let me shoot this over to you. Okay, Brad, it's on its way. Let me open the conference here. And actually, I'm just going to go ahead and open the conference now if you want to, whenever you get a chance to dial in. And let's see, I need to do the I've got to get my earbuds. So basically the way this is going to work, and this is pretty crazy. It's going to be, oh, I just figured something out that makes me feel really stupid. So when I couldn't get, so earlier, see, I've got my lower third of my logo down there, and now it's gone away, and I pop it back up. That's an on air button, and the heading is DSK. You know, anybody that's technologically minded would probably assume that DSK refers to disk. So my false understanding was that that was recording of the, what am I trying to say? Of the show. And in reality, it's not recording of the show. It's disk as in downstream. DSK means downstream keyer. So, lesson learned. Okay, and Brad's about to join us, so let's hope this works. You know, again, I've got to get my earbud here so I don't deafen everybody. Let's see. Get the earbud so when Brad comes in, I can hear him, and y'all can hear him, and y'all can hear me. So I'll be using the earbud for the sole purpose of hearing Brad. Let's see, so there we go. Now the question is that is this going to export Brad's audio across the HDMI so y'all can hear it? Nothing is guaranteed with these live streaming setups, but the thing is, once it's done one time, then it should become a routine. Let's see what we got here. Steve says, first 2 days I took my drone out, photos and video was good, now it's showing overexposed. Are you using auto mode, or have you tried manual exposure? Brad is joining the call here. Let's see. Brad, I'm changing my audio setting here, so I've got my earbud here. I see you coming in. I see you. Let's see. I can't hear you yet. I got to turn my volume on. Can you hear me? Let's see. I'm going to see if I can add Brad to the monitor here. Let's see. Window, output, camera 2. Let's see. This will be just a second, man. I've got you. I see you in the Uber conference here. Just got to get these icons dragged over here. Let's see, just a second. Okay, so we got Brad here. And y'all should be about to see Brad. I'll put him on full screen here. So we've got Brad, and let me go back into my chroma keyer, or my thingamajig. Let's see. So we've got Brad. I'm going to try to pop Brad up here with camera 2. There's Brad on the green screen. So you can see Brad, but can we hear Brad? Can y'all hear Brad? Let's see. I gotta get this audio sorted out. Oh, I know what it is. I gotta turn the audio on, duh. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cam 2, on. 1, 2. Okay, now we should have audio from Brad there. Let's see. Let me go back. Let me adjust this. I gotta adjust this. You don't need to be in the background. We need to have picture in picture here. So let's see. So I'm gonna take Brad away temporarily. Got the green screen. Now I'm gonna do picture in picture. DVE. Okay, so there I am in the top corner. So in theory, what we should be able to do here is move this. Whoa. I don't know what I just did there. Oh, I can hear you now, Brad. Can you hear me? Through the Yeah, what happened, I did the let's see, let me pop back, open my chroma keyer here. So now we should have, let's see what we got here. Okay, so now you should see me back on YouTube, but you don't see you on YouTube, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to flip you over. I'm going to do a picture in picture, because what I'm going to try to do is get you in the, you know, I'm going to try to get myself, you know, if you're watching something on TV and you've got the, let's see, let me see what this does. Picture in picture. Huh. Wonder if that's not going to, since I'm chroma keying, I wonder if, oh, I bet the picture in picture doesn't work with chroma key. So let's just try this then. For fun, I should be a little window in the top corner, and then I should make you full screen. So see, there you are, full screen. when it comes through here. What we don't have yet is your audio, because I've got computer, so what I got to do is let me figure this out, man. The only thing we're missing right now, I think, is the computer audio. I got to go to settings. Change audio settings. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. And then let's see. AirPods, microphone. Oh, speakers, here we go. Okay, this is what I've got to get up and see here, because I think, okay, MacBook Pro speakers built in. I think it's the Mac. If I go to MacBook Pro speakers, I think that's going to send the audio. No, it's not going to be that. It's going to be the Blackmagic HDMI display port. So I need to send the audio to the Blackmagic, and then at that point, people should be able to hear you. And I don't think we're going to get crosstalk. Let's see. Say something now. I think that may have done it. Not yet. I'm looking at the audio level here. Let's see. Let me. Oh man, I knew this was going to be. Let me see. Let me adjust something on my end here. Let's see. Oh, I see what it is right here. Okay, try the audio now.
Can you guys hear me? Check 1 2. Check. Anyone hear me?
Just going to display port. Oh, they can hear you, I think. One, two. Guys, I think we're about to have Brad here. Let me, I've got to unmute my, oh, I know what I need to do is unmute my TV here. Here we go. Brad, can we hear you now?
Can you guys hear me? Hello? Anyone hear me?
Let's see. Let me look at the chat here and see. I'm going to ask everybody if they can hear you. Yeah, the challenge here is separating the audio, because see, I've got to have the audio out going to the Blackmagic so they can hear it on YouTube. But I've got to figure out how I can hear you. I know what I need to do. I got it figured out. I need to do a monitor. I think there's a port on this. Audio out, headphones, mic, no. Huh. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to plug headphones into the, because see, I'm hearing you through my smart TV. Because it's outputting to that.
What I can't figure out is I can see you on YouTube, but I can't see your, I guess, camera, your video on my Uber conference app.
Oh yeah, you're not going to see me in Uber conference app.
Okay.
Now I can see your audio now, so I think the viewers can hear you. Oh, they said they can hear you. So
Perfect. I see. Yeah, I see a couple.
And see, for us to be able to talk, what I've got to do now is keep the audio to YouTube, but I've got to figure out, because see, I'm hearing you through a smart TV, and that's not going to work. I've got to get you in my earbud, but me have the YouTube on my lapel mic, and I think I know how to do that. If I can run TV to mic in and make you the mic in input, and then I can mute the TV. But that's still not going to solve it. Well, actually, it would solve the problem, yeah, because I'd be able to. Sorry about this, man. Let me try a cable here. There's got to be a way to do this. Oh, I know what I can do. I've got it. Got it figured out. Let's see, mute.
This application's pretty cool how you can share screens and whatnot.
Yeah, it's a free app too for 45 minutes. Let me mute this. I think I figured out the audio. Let's see. So,
Mike, you hear me okay? How's the audio? Does it sound echoey or anything on my end?
No, yours sounds perfect. the challenge I've got, and I'm sure our viewers can hear it okay, but see, I'm hearing you instead of through my earbud, I'm hearing you through a speaker. I need you to be in my earbud. But if I put you in my earbud, then what happens is I change the audio setting so the audio is going to the YouTube device versus my earbuds. So I've got to find a way to send that audio to both the YouTube device and my earbud. Because see, if I switch over right now, I'll hear you in my ear, but I don't think they're going to hear us at that point. Let's see. There's got to be a simple way to do this. See, now I've got you in my ear. But see, now I hear you. Well, actually, it still hear it on there. This isn't right. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, this is, let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, Brad, I hear you in my earbud now. Yeah, it sounds really good. The challenge now, though, is that even though I hear you in my earbud, and everybody on YouTube can hear me, they don't hear you right now because. So I wonder if I need to run. You know what I bet I need to do? You know, like those standard, what they call it, a 3.5 inch audio cable. I bet I just need to run one of those from my laptops out to the input of the Blackmagic. That's what I need to do. Oh, cool. Let me step over here and see if I've got one of those cables. I'll be right back. I think I do. None of this stuff's easy. Alexa, turn office lights on. Let's see here. Gotta have it. Just looking for an audio 3.5 inch audio cable. I've got one downstairs. Let me run down there and grab this cable and I'll be right back, everyone. Okay, so I didn't have the cable. So here's the thing. You either hear Brad and myself both, but I can't hear Brad, or let's see, we're not quite there with this. Yeah, yeah, it is. And see, now I can hear you through my earbud. Let me add you back to the stream here. Let's see. So now your audio is about to come back for everyone. Let's see. So Brad, now everybody should be able to hear you.
Yeah, is the audio working better?
Oh yeah, you're working now. But see, I bet everybody's hearing feedback from my mic because I'm picking up the TV where you're talking.
I hear your audio, but I don't think it's terrible. I hear it through. Well, I don't hear it through YouTube. I guess I hear it through the conference. I can turn on the YouTube audio and see how it sounds.
Well, see, then we'd have the delay. So what
Yeah.
I've got to figure out before the next show is, so what I've got to do is get the audio you have now, which is perfect, going out to YouTube, but I've got to set it up to where I can hear, so we can converse through this Uber conference, but to the viewers it's transparent. So the viewers are just going to think we're both chatting on YouTube, but in reality, we're both chatting through Uber and it's picking up the audio. That's cool, man. Your video's playing, but it's kind
of cool, yeah.
Okay, so I didn't have the cable. So here's the thing. You either That's amazing, that streaming, man. I can see your video. That is cool.
So that happened back in January. That's real close to where I live. It's just that little creek line in between those trees that overflows a lot. But so the next day it snowed and all of that was melted. So I got before and after pictures from the 2 days, and it went like pretty viral on Twitter with all the news networks.
Cool.
Because it was freezing flying because my hands were cold. It was probably 30 degrees out. But definitely a cool video.
Yeah, it is. It was, Mike was saying it was choppy, and that's because we were live streaming it. Because it was going, you were playing it, and then it was going through, because you're going through Uber conference. So everybody, what you're seeing now, Brad's video, that's actually a video that he's running on his computer, and then it's going through this video chat tool, and there's the latency there. But Brad, your channel, what is it? It's / youtube.com /
Just Brad Hendo, yes.
Yeah.
Just try to make it short. My last name's a little longer. This next video I got playing, it's probably, if you don't mind, I'm just going to let it play in the background. It's
Go
probably
for
one of
it.
the cooler projects I'm working with. It's a hyperlapse. It'll play here in a few. It's not on YouTube yet. I don't know if you see it.
Yeah.
But it's a waypoint hyperlapse I'm working on. I've been filming this since like September of last year, every 2 or 3 weeks. And I still go out there, and there's a couple more buildings being built. But my hope is when it's all done and grass and trees are all there, probably by, who knows, next spring at this rate, it'll look really cool, man.
Just lost it for a second. Dude, we're so close with this audio. with this audio. I know what I think I may have figured out this audio situation. Let's see.
You know what? I've updated I've turned a few of my Wi-Fi settings off, and it's actually quite a bit quicker between the Uber conference and what's on YouTube. It's much more closer to real time.
Yeah, there's just a slight delay. Is that a Ferris wheel?
That was a parish picnic at one of the churches I go to back in the fall.
Oh, cool.
Definitely a cool video. You know, this is with the Mavic 2 Zoom, so I thought the lights still look pretty good with all things considered and consider the sensor size, but
yeah, it's actually very good.
The worst funniest thing is when I was filming this, I got to where I needed to go, which is only about probably 15 minutes from where I live. But I got my controller out and I was looking all around for one of the joysticks for the controller. I spent 5-10 minutes looking for it, couldn't find it, looked in the bag, thought I had the extra sets with it, and sure enough, it fell on the ground. Was luckily enough able to find it and fly, but that's probably the closest I've ever came to not having the one joystick, you know, to control the drone.
Have you ever flown without a joystick?
No, I've seen. I don't know. Did you do a video recently? I've seen maybe one of your videos, but no, I've never tried. I used to fly with a touchscreen on the old Parrot drones, but no.
I figured out the solution. Let's try this.
I appreciate you letting some of these videos play in the background. It's just kind of some context of where I live and whatnot.
That's all good, man. They're your videos. Go ahead and share them up. That's cool.
So that's like a small town. It's actually a really big area I live in, like 40,000-50,000 people. But that small town is still like what they try to keep to look the same, updated with times, but still a small town feel. It's like a golf cart community now. It's really crazy.
Well, this isn't going to work. I only have a wired pair of headphones, man.
I just realized my camera wasn't in frame.
So now I see you. Yeah, there's your video again.
I'm sorry. I realized my camera was cut or whatever, or muted or whatever. But let me. I don't know if you saw. Let's see.
Sorry, I'm offset for just a little bit trying to find some cables. There's got to be a way to do this.
Yes. So this video that's about to play now is what I've flown at a wedding, my best friend's wedding.
It's starting to load up.
It's a little glitchy. I think it's, yeah, I'm not sure. It's the processing time. That's a bit. It was really. I was actually seated seated at the wedding, attending it like a normal guest, but flying the drone in the background with the. And it was really interesting to try to keep it, as professional. So it's my best friend growing up. He lives in Arkansas now. That's actually on his own private property, his parents' private property where the wedding was held. So it's actually zoomed in with the zoom at this time. And some of this, so it was edited together with obviously shots flown beforehand. It's a little choppy. It's not as, but it was actually just a month or two after I got the Mavic 2. So the wedding was in August or in October, I think. But
That's pretty cool, man. Just doing it, being an attendee and a guest at a wedding and flying a drone.
Sitting in one of those chairs on the left. You'll see at one point towards the end here, after all the wedding party walks down the aisle, I fly the drone. This was just like a spur of the moment, straight across, so like almost like in the center alley after everyone gets down here. And I fly it straight across to take a couple pictures, which actually turned out to be really good. This is just a video I put together for them, because they insisted, but I didn't want to be intrusive. Like, it is a drone; it's not super quiet,
Yeah.
But it was back. It was hovering. It was just kind of like something in the sky. It was anyone could clearly see it sitting there. You should see really closely here. Sorry, it's still a little slow with the Wi-Fi and all.
Yeah,
I've turned all the Wi-Fi off on my phone and everything else, so it's just using my computer to the internet. But
well, Brad, I figured out the next time how we can do this without the echo, because I've got, again, I'm hearing echo and the viewers are probably hearing it too. What I'm going to do is put a splitter, because this is on my smart TV and I'm hearing you through the smart TV, but the viewers are hearing you through the device. So what I'm going to do is install a splitter for HDMI and then add I've got a second screen and I'm going to put on my desk, and on that second screen it's got an audio out or a headphone jack, so I'm going to plug headphones into it, and that's how this will work.
Sounds like a plan. I'm available most evenings, around this time is my best time of any, just to give you a heads up for the future. I think you're on East Coast time, so I'm in Central.
Yeah.
Here, you'll see here any minute the drone will fly. If you're looking on the YouTube stream, I don't know where you're looking, but
yeah, I'm looking at the YouTube stream.
Flying straight across.
Andrea says, looks like a nice wedding. Mike says, not so bad.
It's been a really nice day, yeah. The trees with the colors and everything.
It jumped back to your main page, to your YouTube, brother.
I'll play last time my channel trailer for anyone that's missed it.
And again, everybody, this is youtube.com/Brad Hendo. You can find all his videos there without any of the latency.
So my channel trailer here, I'm pretty proud of. I wish I was trying to figure out a way to make it look better, but it's just sampled edits of everything, of almost so many of the videos I made prior to this year. Between drone travel, a lot of highlights with travel, but
There's Anheuser-Busch.
a couple of these from this channel trailer. I went on a cruise, so I went to the Jamaica, Cayman Islands. There was video from the Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. Let's see, there's Scotland. Trying to think. We did speedboats in Cozumel. That castle video on YouTube, that's in Stirling, Scotland.
That's really cool.
So that's the Stirling Castle. That's where the movie or the part of Braveheart was based off of, that castle. It wasn't actually filmed there. It was filmed in Ireland, but that castle's in Scotland. There's a quick clip from DC. And all these are all small parts from other videos on my channel. That's the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland, north of Belfast. Really cool place.
So what was your favorite part of Europe?
I mean, I've only been to Scotland, Ireland, and London over there, so really the UK. We missed it by a day, but we went to the Guinness storehouse in downtown Dublin the day after St. Patrick's Day.
Oh man.
So that was definitely pretty cool. I loved Edinburgh, Scotland. It was definitely as my first time traveling. It was with the study abroad course, so like a spring break study abroad course. So it was just like a 10-day trip. But flying we flew from where I live in St. Louis. We flew south to Dallas. Then it was like a 9-hour flight to London, 9 and a half, and then it was like a hour and a half to Edinburgh. So it felt like a long, basically day or two, even though it really wasn't that far compared to the whole world. And then Edinburgh, Scotland let's stop. But Edinburgh, Scotland was the most, non-American. It was such old school, like medieval, based off like where Harry Potter and stuff is based off of.
Yeah.
It looked, I don't really follow Harry Potter, but the medieval aspects of that, and actually where I think what's her name, Rowling, that wrote Harry Potter. We seen the like coffee shop that she wrote the first book in, and
that's a different world over there, I bet.
But yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's awesome, man. Well, we need to. I know now what we need to do for the audio, so I think the next time it'll be more streamlined. Feedback from viewers here. Oh, Andrea, for working hard tonight, super chat. You know what that means? Let me get the little didgeridoo here. The sound of the super chat for Andrea. Andrea, I'll go see if I can go full screen here for this here. Let's see. Still learning this interface. Here we go. That's Australian for thanks for the super chat.
I'm going to show one more video if you don't mind.
There you go. You should be back up now.
Let's see here.
Mike says this works if you're not getting a delay. Yeah, I think so. The only piece is see, I'm listening to it through a speaker in the TV. But once I do that HDMI splitter for audio and video, then I'll have a small screen on my desk with a headset, and that'll eliminate it, all the echo. So I'm hearing the echo. It's good y'all aren't hearing the echo, because if y'all are hearing the echo, it would drive you crazy. So Brad, where is this does that say Long Island?
Long Beach, California. It's definitely I flew the original Mavic Air. My biggest letdown was when I finally realized months later it didn't record in 4K. It recorded in 1080p. It was on the original Mavic Air. So remember, the drone came out in January. This was filmed in, I think, like March or so. So it was made use of traveling there where my aunt lives in Southern California. But definitely the coolest video as far as from a drone I think I've recorded. No, this is just 1080p. It goes really well with the music that I've got to it, which is standard, I think, through SoundCloud. Like, it's copyright-free music, basically.
Yeah.
But definitely, I think one of my cooler videos, or at least cooler places I've flown a drone before.
That was a cool shot. There was a little bit of lag, but where you were coming down, the grass was there. One of the last shots where you were descending. That was really cool.
So there's one more I got from California.
Brad, let me try this. What's the video from your channel that you're about to share? Let me see if I can stream it from my end, from your channel. Let's try that.
I mean, you can try any one. I was going to do the one where I brought my drone to Cali. It's back from March of 2018. It's not too far. I don't have too many videos, so it's not too far down on the list.
What's the video title? I'll load it up on your page.
Actually, I don't know if it's... It's I brought my drone to Cali, the video title.
Okay, let me search. I'm wondering if this will stream without, yeah, I brought my drone to Cali. Here we go. Let me see if I can pop this up full screen. Let's see what happens here. This is a test. So this is Brad's video from Brad's channel, youtube.com/Brad Hendo. And let's see, I'm going to try to play this directly here and see what happens. Okay, so Brad's on that monitor, so I'm going to overlay this. I'm going to overlay Brad with this video. Let's see. Well, I said I'm going to. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to do play on, I wonder if that's Apple TV. It says play on Office TV. Let me see if that's going there.
One of the biggest things I'm looking forward to maybe changing and boosting my channel is between, I've recently purchased a Super 73 e-bike.
Sorry, I got booted out of my own TV. I switched over to
August. And then hopefully new drones. Those are the two things I'm looking forward to for my channel.
Input. Just takes a while to sort all this stuff out. I apologize. I lost audio and video here. I'm just trying to get back to the...
One of the biggest...
Huh. Let's see. I call it the input 4 cable because I've got a cable running across the floor. So what I should be able to do, since we've got audio now, is I should be able to drag this over. So I'm going to create a new window here. Bear with me for just a second. And let's see, copy, file, new window. Put that there. Okay, let's see what this does. So I should be able to bring this over. This is crazy, man. We're almost got it. Let's see, camera 2. That's an Uber conference. Well, we did this, Brad. I'm going to drop the Uber conference. I'm going to see if I can pull this up.
Okay.
Now, let's see how that looks on YouTube. This is Brad's video. youtube.com/Brad Hendo. This is confusing to figure out. Yeah, Brad, the Uber closed out because I played the video and it closed that out. So Brad says that's in Dana Point Harbor in Orange Beach, California. The video that y'all just saw, the video I linked. Thanks for, and I've got the echo over there because I got to sort out these audio things. Let me mute that. So So thanks for tuning in. And I think, so we know that Uber Conference works for live streams. And I think with this tier of Uber Conference I've got, I think it may allow as many as, I think it's either 6 or 7 guests. So what I'm going to work on, because of the lessons learned tonight, because we did got the chroma key looking better, the audio is good, but the problem now is, well, there's a big problem on the screen. That doesn't look right. Let me fix that. Problem now is let's see. Oh, downstream keyer was trying to use. Okay, so we're going to do away with the special effects temporarily here. Let's see. Maybe not. So, yeah, so a few things learned tonight, and this was, sorry, I'm learning as I go here. So that's going to stream to Office Apple TV. Let's see, output. Okay, there. So that's back. So a lot of lessons learned tonight about the green screen. Mike says, still like to be a guest someday. Could be a show for new drone friends. Dude, that would be awesome. You know what I'd love to do is get, since I've got this new tool, and I've got to order some cables. That's what I learned tonight. Since I've got this new tool, let's try to get Brad, let's try to get you, let's try to get Hybrid Life. You know, I think 3 people on a live show, you know, if the audio and everything is right, I think that would be really cool. Hope everybody was able to hear Brad okay. I know I was looking over there because I didn't have the field monitor or the studio monitor here, and I was hearing Brad through the smart TV speakers. So what I've got to do is figure it out for the future live stream, since we know that the face on video and mic works. I've just got to get a way to get the audio into my ears without impacting the audio quality that everybody's hearing on YouTube's end. So it sounds like what I gathered from y'all tonight. Andrea, have a nice night, and thank you again for the super chat. Yeah, so I think we're getting really close with this, and it's good that the live stream works. And I think, and Brad, you're the expert with this. As far as connecting to Uber Conference, as far as logging in and the interface, did that seem to be a little bit better than the previous tool that I used? I think it was called Rendezvous. I'm hoping that Uber Conference is a lot is a lot more user friendly from your perspective, because where I want to go with this is just make this very streamlined. So, if you want to be a guest on the live show, there shouldn't be a lot of debugging and troubleshooting. It should just be, okay, here's the link, click the link, you join from your smartphone, your computer, you got your microphone, your video camera, you're good to go. That's the experience that I'm looking for from the guest perspective. So, I think this show tonight was proof of concept. It says, hey, a guest can be heard through YouTube. I can be heard through YouTube at the same time. But the link that's missing is the, me being able to hear you through the Uber chat without having to hear you through the TV. So that's the only piece I'm missing is the headphone piece. So I'm going to work on that. Brad says, you going to fly the drone at sunset this weekend for the Saharan dust? Oh, you betcha, man. Are you going to do the Saharan dust cloud as well? That's as far as a unique opportunity, not just from the cool video, but I think the opportunity to hashtag that and that's a video right there for historical record. So now, is it going to be? Are you going to be doing it? Are you going to do it tomorrow evening? Do you think that's when we're going to see the most dust? if you do, I'm going to do the same thing, and we can have we can do a Saharan dust cloud drone chat or whatever. Brad says, I literally used my 2016 MacBook Pro webcam and audio. Dude, it was perfect. And you said super easy. That's good to hear. So super easy from your perspective, which is great. And again, I've just got to sort out the audio issues here. And I think it's easy because see, I like out of the corner of my eye in the video, I'll show y'all. Let me link y'all a video here. This is the setup that I'm currently working with, or that I'm not working with, but I'm using right now in the studio. And this is how it all looks on the back end. Let me shoot this link over to y'all. So this is so that's the link right there. So that's the setup that I'm using for this live stream. And if you watch that video, you'll see my smart TV on the wall. And the smart TV is where, you know, that's my studio monitor. But when I was sending audio to YouTube, where YouTube could hear Brad, and YouTube could also hear me, since I only heard Brad, I wanted to hear Brad in real time through... oh, wait. You know what I can do with this? Okay, I've got a simple solution. It doesn't require more wires or anything. What I will do is I will join Uber Conference from my smartphone, and I'll use my AirPods with my smartphone with my iPod to interact with Brad, and Mike. Maybe Hybrid Life, whomever else, through Uber Conference on my smartphone. But I will use the exact same configuration that I'm using now so that people on YouTube can hear everybody on Uber Conference. They can hear me because of my lapel mic. But when I'm speaking to YouTube and to y'all, I'm hearing y'all through my AirPod, which I don't get the room echo. That's the solution. No additional hardware required. No overly complex wiring jobs. That's the solution. So on that note, this is super cool. Brad, got to go, Irix. I'll be down for a show tomorrow evening or afternoon. Take care. Hey, man, I'll try to get one tomorrow evening. And actually, I'll try to schedule it. So if I do, what I'll do is shoot you one of these Uber Conference invites. And tomorrow, man, should be smooth as butter because I've got... Again, I figured out the solution for the audio. That was a problem tonight, is just not being able to have that clean. Thanks again for sharing all your videos. And again, everybody that's on here, subscribe to Brad's channel to check out all of his videos, youtube.com/Brad Hendo. And I've linked that again within the video's comments. Appreciate everyone's feedback. Appreciate your super chats. And stay tuned for another live show soon. Again, this is a work in progress. And what I'm going to try to do now is pop open my outro video here. Let's see if that works. So I'm going to do the I'm going to flip to a temporary screen. Okay, so that flipped to that. Now I'm going to flip to the outro and see if this works. It's like anything else, man. You got to figure out the way that this works, and then it pretty much just becomes muscle memory at that point. Let's see if I'm still getting audio out of this. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4. Yep. Okay. So that's got that, and we're going to do the outro clip. Let's see. This should come up on camera 4. Should. Oh, I know what I need to do. And see, that's what I got to do is learn all this. The only way to learn it is just play with it. So there's my outro clip. Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. It's viewers like you that enable my channel to continue to grow. Thank you. Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. It's viewers like you that enable my channel to continue to grow. Thank you.